Take 200. Welcome to Termite Machine Works. My name is Keith, and we're up here in the front of the shop tonight because we have 5 boxes that come in a little bit late, but I wanted to get them opened up in front of the camera, and we're going to create one more gift opening video here for you before the actual big day on Friday. I might give you some highlights through the week because today is the last day that I'm going to work up here in the front of the shop. I might have a couple little jobs, but I'm not going to be doing work. I'm going to be preparing for the giveaway. We have 4 toolboxes, and I don't know how many pounds of tools or how many tools. We also have all the tools from the What's in Your Box toolbox conglomeration, and we saw some of their great builds that they've sent. I hear we have a couple late ones still coming. Let's hope that they get here by Friday. I've been up here. The last thing I did up here in the shop was finish blending in this rudder that you guys saw me do the mill work. And I really was just planning on showing you how to set up there, and I didn't really want to go through the project, but I did post some pictures here on the Facebook of close-ups of the blend and how I did come in, and all I did was pick up the rudder and I moved it over, and then I came back in and I touched up because one of the questions was they wanted to see how I actually came down, and I used a depth mic to go ahead. I came down close, used the depth mic, I lowered down, and then you can see a mark, and you could feel it, but I don't think the water will feel it. All right, and this back here, I hand ground it. I picked up my Rockwell grinder for the last time. You know, back in my late 30s, early 40s, I could handle that thing one-armed all day long. This one grinder here with these flexible discs blended all the welds on the last big project I used this on was the masts I built for the Lorenda for Larry Mahan. And you know, 8 hours a day used to be nothing with this thing, and now 8 minutes. You know, it lets you know that it's a young lad's toy. I just offered this on my Facebook open bid. All right, we're starting to bid at $50. I'll ship it anywhere free in the United States. So I did, and that's the kind of thing I put on the Facebook there. I'm not in for selling tools or anything else, but I did rebuild that. It is a real nice piece, and basically I just want to ensure that it's going to a good home. If somebody wants to throw me a few bucks, I will get it to you. And anyhow, and we'll let that go for a while. I'm not looking for a fast sale on it. This here is all set except for the zinc hole in it, and it'll be, you know, then it's ready to go. I have some other projects that I got to do. In fact, I actually have a oil filter dispenser that I'm probably going to be cutting out the actual shape for the dispenser and then folding it up and welding it because he wants a 6 or 8 pack dispenser for fuel filters so he can change underway. All right, while I was down today, I went down, dropped off some roller kits, and I stopped and I picked up boxes because I'm preparing to ship out the tools, and I don't want to be out, and I want to be able to start packing as soon as we get done with the giveaway. I don't want to hesitate. I want you know, I like to have the toolboxes and the tools get to the individuals before Christmas. All right, so let me move this off over here, and then we're going to get some tools over here to open up. Now that shipping costs me a few bucks to ship out. One of the best ways, if you want to support my shipping and the What's in Your Box toolbox giveaway. Of course, I don't have any of my What's in Your Box shirts, and I'm not wearing one today. I think I have another Get Her Done shirt on underneath here. The newest thing on my swag rack is the black and the navy blue hoodie sweatshirts. Now these are champions. These are a step up from the Gildans I had before. These are true size. So you know, you want it. I've had a couple people return extra larges and say, hey, I want the large because the extra large is too big. These run true size. they are a step above, but I decided, hey, I put on somebody else's sweatshirt, and I go, I want my sweatshirts to be this. So I took that sample sweatshirt, and it was a Champion, and they go, we can get those for you. All right. I ordered the navy blue, and they mistakenly made some in the black, and I decided to take the order. So, you know, this is out of the ordinary. I don't know if I'm going to continue having black, but both of these are on my swag rack right now. And you go all the way down to the bottom, and you'll see the beige or the sand colored sweatshirts. In that purchasing, it only really gives you blue and black, because this is what I have now, and they are Champions. All right, this is a great way to help offset my shipping costs for the giveaway. Almost all of the money that I generate that comes around, it's a circle loop that keeps everything going. The shipping, then buying more swag, and then you know, the funding of creating the whole thing, and buying a new toolbox to start the next you know, the next giveaway, and stuff like that. All right, we're trying to open up some boxes here. All right, this is a group of boxes. We'll just go ahead, and I'm going to take one at a time. I'm going to bring you in close like I did before, because it worked out great. I thought that video came out great, so I'm going to bring you in close so you can actually see what we're opening up. I'll do the same thing, a quick photograph with your name on them, and we're going to move on through here so we can get this done as quick as possible, because I've just been pushing the candle at both ends, I think. All right. Okay, this is what's in your box, Toolmakers Conglomeration, exclamation point. This come from PA. All right. That's one sexy box there, wouldn't you think? That's pretty fancy. What in the heck we got in here? Ooh, baby. Look at that vise. Another cute little bag right there, advertising a t-shirt. I'm gonna have to. It's a good snug fit in that box, that's for sure. Well, that's beautiful. Nice cross pin. This bolt goes down and joins that. That's got some fancy V in there. It looks so good, I don't even want to put my fingerprints on this thing. That's beautiful. All right, we got any names or anything in here? Well, Brad, I'm pretty sure that you sent this, but anyway, all right, we got a vise there. We got a beautiful vise. There's 2 finger grooves right there, but you can't get to them in here. But that's slick to be able to set it right on the machine. Let me get some nice pictures of that. Alright, our next box here is from Todd Carney. Keith, here are 3 scientific calculators for what's in your box giveaway. You mentioned the giveaway might be short those, and that's exactly what I already had and thought about. A nice God shot. The Canon has a new battery, and I've included extra batteries for the Casus. The battery in them are fine, but I've included extras for them. They also have solar cells for power. Next year I want to make more substantial contribution in the form of a useful shop-made tool. It would be a small enough payment for tuition for what I call the YouTube Technical Institute, of which you are an important member of the faculty. Best regards, Todd. Thank you, Todd. All right. Some extra batteries. There's the Canon. Okay, that's excellent. And a couple extra batteries. All right, Todd, let me get your name on that. All right, this next one is a box from Inco here, and Bill De La Vega sent this in here. He gave me the message there in the comments on the video that he had a package coming in there. And he does very well. He gave us an awesome file set there last year, and a file card. I love these file cards right here because they work the best, I think. Nice soft bristles when you want them, and they have a little angled wire brush on this side here to draw and flick out the hard stuff that's stuck in there. Nice grips on these files, by the way. Yeah. What they call black diamond set. Really nice. Thanks a lot, Bill. Let's give you a call. Put your name on that. Okay, our next box here is for the toolbox giveaway, and Paul Boulay sent us this in. Alright, so let's go ahead and I think okay. Packing. Some nice wrapping paper there for some touchy tools. A couple airbags that popped. All right. Keith, please include this ball peen hammer in the What's in Your Box toolbox. It was made by an American craftsman working in his own shop, Brent Bailey. And he gave Bailey's forges.com website there. Is a master at hammer blacksmithing and makes very nice finished hammers. Hopefully this hammer quality and provenance can serve as a demonstration that the economy doesn't have to be exclusively made up of a race to the bottom mentally. Keith, thank you for your efforts and your persistence in sharing your knowledge and wisdom with thousands over the world. Your example, walking the talk, has inspired the community of content creators, makers, learners, and doers. Regards, Paul. Thank you very much, Paul. Let's take a look at this hammer. I got the handle part. See if I can cut through that tape there. Oh, is that a beauty? Boy, I like the feel of this. Nice. Got a nice stamp in there too as well. Oh, a little tag came off. Boy, that is, just a tag alone is a piece of work here. Let's see if I can tie that back on there. Yeah, he's got Bailey stamped in here. Brent, that's some nice craftsmanship right there, buddy. That's a sweetheart hammer. Awesome. Thank you, Paul, for sending that in. Thank you, Bailey, for creating such fine work. Paul, I'm gonna go ahead and put Brent Bailey's www site there in the description of the video. And anybody that definitely, this is a kicking hammer, and anybody that would really like a kicking hammer, I would search this gentleman right here. That's for sure. That's a handsome hammer. Got an excellent feel to it too. All right, here's the last box we're going to open tonight, and this is from Tom Meeker, it looks like. Hello, Keith. Enclosed you'll find assorted tools for the What's in Your Box giveaway, as well as a couple of items you as a viewer appreciation. Hopefully this arrives in time. For you, please find a tape dispenser for the 2-inch packing tape. I find it really helpful when doing a lot of small priority boxes like you have been doing. A Swiss Army knife, since no man ever had too many knives. An extra copy of the pocket reference book I have enclosed for each toolbox. Also, there is a case of Fowler center punches to spread throughout the What's in Your Box, and a few of your own shop boxes as you see fit. Some of the tools may seem a bit odd for a machinist box, but I find them useful nearly every day. Hopefully the recipient of the toolboxes will too. I hope you and your family are well and enjoy the great holiday season. Thanks for all the great videos. Sincerely, Tom Meeker, Sacramento, California. Alright, Tom, let's take a look. Definitely did a nice packing here. I can use that. Well, here's some hammers. Very nice. This is the excellent size hammer. I'm just going to set the box over here because I want to use this area here. Let's just make sure everything's in range here of the camera. I think that's all paper wads. Pocket reference, Thomas Glover. Those are sweet. $20-piece center punch. Very nice. There's a whole box there. I'm not going to pull them all out of there. But yes, that's perfect. Perfect. Swiss Army knife. Inline tape dispenser. I have to give that a try. I've been using that gun, and sometimes that gun would just really... Here we go. Alright, a few brass brushes really come in handy. No, this is scratch out and also like a palm scriber almost. I like that. I like that. Hemostats. Very useful. I use them more in holding things for silver soldering more than anything else. There's some nice roundy pliers. Maybe even small snap ring pliers. Excellent. I'm going to be squeezing in some room here. I'm just going to set that over there. Okay, here's another one of these brushes. Edge finders. Another edge finder. These are nice little picks right here. This one here is reach in and go around the corner there. A nice swoop. You know what, I don't know the names of these things, but they are excellent. Sometimes you got to reach in, you got to pick. Very nice. And there's a couple X-Acto knives, and the blades are turned around backwards. Very good. All right, and get a picture of that. That's a sweet load there, Tom. That was a lot of good stuff. But it always is a lot of good stuff. You guys just really floor me sometimes on what you guys all send in here and given. Nomination votes. You guys are the judges. Everybody that has donated to the giveaway. All right. Now I said I'm going to be working getting this ready all the way through this whole week. And I said the 8th would be the deadline on the voting, and that would be tomorrow. And I'm going to extend that to the 9th, because I want everybody to have a chance to get in their vote. And if you haven't heard already, or you didn't know that you were eligible to be a judge, I want to get there. I'm just a handful is all I got in hand right now. So get your votes in. Give me a list of 4 nominations that you feel is worthy of the giveaway, and you can list those as your first choice, second choice, third choice, and fourth choice. And I'm going to continue getting this place ready. All right, so I don't. It's going to be challenging to get 4 boxes displayed in this section of the shop from end to end. All right, we're going to get a little creative, but we got to start cleaning. I've been working vigorously, and I got to start from bottom to top, or top to bottom, and get this place cleaned up. All right, and don't forget about the swag. It's a great way to help on the shipping. Until next time, get her done.